Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the Apocalypse Green Firesteel Farmer. This knife was made by Victorinox for swissbianco for Christmas 2015 in a limited run of 130 pieces. We did in the past a good number of different knives in the bright Apocalypse Green color. That was always a favorite of many people, so we did finally bring back the Firesteel Swiss Army knife in this color. We have the red and silver shield on the back side, we have the engraving plate there. The blade is edged with swissbianco on the blade. Blade with all in the middle we have the saw blade, and on top we have the layer with the openers, and on the back side we have the split ring so that we can put a chain or a paracord on the knife and not gonna lose it. On top of the knife is the Firesteel attachment. That is a carbon steel, a heat treated striker surface for a flint rock that you can make a spark and then catch that with a tinder. That can rust, that needs to be protected with a bit of oil or grease if you put it in storage. The rest of the knife, of course, is stainless steel. The striker, the fire strike will simply not work on a stainless steel. That's why that needs to be made from carbon steel. On the front of the item we see there the fish and the lean stamp in it, the two letters. That's the design and the logo of the manufacturer of the actual Firesteel part, Mr. Fischlein, a great Swiss man that did make all the efforts and work that we could have that Firesteel part again in this great limited edition of a Swiss Army knife. That is mounted securely with a tension pin on a new made liner. He makes the whole liner himself as well. That liner is then simply replaced with a regular liner by assembly by Victorinox, and therefore the knife is assembled in the factory in that fashion. The Firesteel design originally is a historic design. Mr. Brunner, a great Swiss man and knife collector back in the day, many different knives, but he was especially fond of the Firesteel knives, the historic ones, and he wanted to create a more modern variation for himself and a couple friends like Mr. Fischlein, and they did start thinking about the way to do it. And because he was Swiss, of course he did think about Victorinox, how to combine the 93mm A-lock soldier knife that he liked so much with the fire striker on the back, and Mr. Fischlein did the mechanical and technical work to mount that with the new liner, that it also looks and feels nice in your hand. And that did go along for a while. They mainly did make together with Victorinox in limited editions the soldier Swiss Army knife in a silver color, sometimes a couple of the pioneers as well. Back then I did see that as I was stuck in Switzerland, and I did contact them, and we did meet and talked about how we could do that in a farmer Swiss Army knife, because I did feel that it was needed to add a saw blade on the whole design to be more useful outdoors with that fire striker on the back side there. And so we did quite a couple runs we did make here by Swiss Bianco in different colors, and the latest is now in Apocalypse Green, in that bright zombie like green color. 130 pieces. I'm sure Mr. Brunner would really have enjoyed that color too if he would be still with us, and I'm sure he would have liked that a lot as well. So that much about the latest run of the 93mm firesteel in Apocalypse Green for Christmas 2015.